Hello, everybody. Thanks for checking out this talk. I'm going to begin by doing a little playing, and this will be part of my podcast series. And video version of this will be available on for members of the lessons and talks on YouTube member area. All right. Well, let's get started doing a little playing here, talking a little bit about Stella by Starlight. Okay, so talk a little bit about the changes on this one. This one is really fun to play on. The progression is just so interesting that the lines that we can create through it is pretty varied, and pretty interesting, I think. So what we have here are really kind of a lot of 2/5 progressions, and a lot of them don't really go to a tonic or any kind of anywhere. So like the first part, we have the E minor 7 flat 5 to the A7. So we have a 2/5 that kind of has a maybe a minor flavor. So you might think, well, could go to the D minor, and that's true. But it doesn't. It goes to C minor. So it kind of sets up its next kind of 2/5. So you get sort of a 2/5 in B flat, but it doesn't end up going there either. So this one's sort of a more of a major kind of sound to it. So there, I'm going towards different notes for different chords, just to kind of mix it up and create some variety. But some interesting, just really maybe not so interesting, but just this sort of the nature of how these work. The 7 flat 7 of the C minor tends to want to fall to the third of the 5 chord. All right, and then we go to another 2/5. We get sort of a secondary dominant kind of thing here with the E flat. So we finally kind of land on something. So that's one thing, about like what I was mentioning earlier, is that so much of this, ends up being motion. So something is in motion and not necessarily resolving. So it's really kind of makes the lines work out nicely. Okay, so here we get the 4 chord and the flat 7 in the key of B flat. So some, maybe nice sounds on that. You can play on the E flat, and then maybe play on the A flat 7. Maybe get that sharp 11 kind of going in there. It's kind of a Lydian dominant kind of sound. It's also nice to take some of those moments with the E flat and create a passing tone between the 6th and the 5th. And on the dominant E flat 7, dominant 7th chord, then maybe create a little bit of passing tone between the root note and the flat 7. Let's do a little more playing. Take the tempo up a little bit here and change our sound a little bit, but it's mostly kind of the same thing. But leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing on this, whether you're checking it out on the podcast. The podcast is also available on the YouTube channel under the podcast list, so check that out. I'd love to hear from you and hear what you have to say on it. let's talk a little bit further about it. I think we went up to maybe midway or somewhere through there anyway. All right, so I think we have the 4 and then the flat 7. Okay, back to 1. Okay, and then we get that 2-5 like we had at the beginning, but we get to go to the 3 chord. We get another 2-5 and A flat major. It doesn't go there though. Go to F. Okay. Then we get a 2-5 that would go to D minor normally, but then we go 2-5 to the 6, and then the 6 isn't as we kind of expect it, or maybe I should say isn't how it would normally just kind of occur as a diatonic chord. We have a major third in there. We have a flat 13. Kind of have a 5 of 2 here. Get to the 2 chord. Get a flat 7. We talked about this chord earlier. And then back to the 1. Okay. And then we have a series of 2-5s going through the circle of 5ths and landing us on the B flat, the 1 chord. And that's the form essentially. So it just kind of broke it up there a little bit in between some of the playing segments. So I'm going to play through one more time. And like I said earlier, leave a comment or a question. Let me know what your experience is like with this tune. I think I have some videos on YouTube on it. They may be kind of older ones. But I brought this tune out recently because it's such a great tune. All right, everybody. Well, let's play a little bit more here, and then we're going to end it out from there. Okay, well, thanks again for checking this out. Do like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Facebook. And check out the member area too. Let me know how you're doing on this in general. Leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next one.